there, before we continue with this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you have bell notifications for all uploads. Hello everyone! For this video, we'll be reviewing the Force Wolborg 2-pack along with Dusk Spryzen. Part-wise, this is not impressive at the least. Really, if you're getting this, it just should be for the old gen remake layer. So just to show you right there, hey, make sure you download the app. QR code's at the end. Also, they placed the QR code really weird on Wolborg. I don't know why they placed it like that, but it's weird. Anyways, there you go with all the parts and everything. All right, going part by part, we have our first part, which is the Spryzen chip. This recolor, I'm not really a fan of. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the blend of the colors. I think the purple, the red, and the silver look nice. But yeah, it just looks weird. Also, it's kind of funny because they put themselves in this situation. But if the master layer base was dual spin, they could have done master Spryzen. But sadly, they can't because they never made it. Slopes. Spryzen slopes are really average. Really not that good. Very honestly, it's kind of just whatever. I'd probably give it like a 2.5 out of 5. But yeah, that is the Spryzen chip. So moving on, we of course got our layer base, which is Dusk. What's really weird about Dusk actually is that they painted this part where the layer weight should be there. I don't know why they painted that part silver. I don't get it. It's just really weird. The purple is kind of fine. I think it'd look a lot better. It just feels really weird without the detail, especially on the side parts here. One of my least favorite recolors as of recent, to be honest, but yeah, Dusk layer base, if you're wondering. It's hollowed out too, so it's not really like you're getting any value in the left. We then after get our disc, which is Infinity. This is an old disc. Why? Anyways, how many stars? I only got 2 stars. Yeah. Then after we've got Keep. Okay, you know, that's a purple Keep. I guess that'll look kind of nice on the purple Rise Gargoyle. It's an alright Hypersphere tip. It originally came on Bishin Ashindra. There's also Gargoyle, a couple of releases. It's okay. It's okay as a Hypersphere tip, I guess. Other than that, we're going to be getting... Want to see it there? Other than that, we're going to be getting out the scale here, and we're just going to be weighing all the stuff. Yeah, Dusk Spryzen's not really my favorite one. It looks okay. I think the issue just is for combinations, it just can't really match too much. 3.6. And then, zoom out a little bit. There you go. And then after 9.85, so then after with the Spryzen chip, altogether now Dusk Spryzen gets a total of 13.46. And then after we have Infinity, which is 19.67, and then after we have Keep, which is a total of about 8. And altogether now, this thing feels really loose. We get a total of 41.21 grams. Now that we've weighed it, let's see it assembled. It looks alright. I feel like they should have mixed in more red maybe or something. I don't know. It just feels really weird without any of that detail. I don't know. It just looks so weird. I don't know what it is. It's just, this is actually bothering me because I don't know what specifically I would fix about it. Anyways, it's fine, I guess. You can use the purple Keep in some evil combinations. Spryzen chip's kind of just whatever. Anyways, let's go on to the main event now. Going over to the main event, we have our remake, which is Force Wolborg. The slopes on this are decent. I wouldn't say it's insanely tight like some of those other Rise Slingshocks. I would give this maybe a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. I feel like it's solid. It's not really like insanely tight, but it's not really that loose either. Also, I gotta make sure which side, there it is. That's gonna be the side I'm covering. Yeah, the QR is for some reason not where the bit chip should be, but it's on the side there. That's the weirdest detail about this thing. So to also just compare it to the original one. Well, actually, it's technically not the original, but just the burst version. When you go side by side, I don't like when they skip out on the very small pieces, like they did 2 of the eyes, but not the other 2 eyes. Also, this is just a really strange thing, but obviously it should say Wolf there. Now, I'm okay if they want to remove the little Japanese text on the sticker, fine. But I don't understand why they removed Wolf. Like, that's very weird censorship on the thing. Moving on to the disc, it is just 12. Still, no frames in these 2 packs. It's still as painful. 12, how many stars? 3 stars. Yeah, 12 is not a good disc. I kind of like the Flugel Slingshock. It's not a new Slingshock tip, but I only like it just because the colors are of the original Rock-to-Vor, which kind of looks cool. So I guess if you want to match it with Switch Track Rock-to-Vor, there you go. Now let us get the scale, and I gotta do this twice. I gotta do it one with the stock combo, then after I have to give it the 8 bearing to match and match. So Wolborg is a total of about 6.45 TT. The one I have right here, 7.25. Then after we have a total of about 12 here on 16.87. And then after we have a total of about 6. So altogether now, it's honestly fine. It's honestly fine. 20 for the slopes, I mean. 28.49 versus 34.56. But we have to get it with the actual stock combo, which is what I'm about to do. So I have 8 from Adrian Fafnir, and I have the bearing that is from, what is it, Knox. So this is to match the actual stock combo so we can actually see. So there you go, 34.13 versus, wow, still outclassed, still outclassed. I guess that layer really is like a lightweight, but yeah, it kind of sucks. How many bearings did Hasbro even do? They didn't do that many, which I find kind of is annoying because I wish they do bearing. As far as presentation goes, aside from the annoying detail that they missed on the eyes and the wolf thing, it does look very pretty. Like, come on, you can't say it doesn't look nice. Okay, we've got our Slingshock Stadium here, so we'll first launch Dusk Spryzen just to get it over with. It looks okay when it's spinning. It looks okay. Okay, this, I don't know if it's gonna just go straight into Slingshock mode. This was one of, this was one of those tips, Flugel-S. This was one of those tips that, yeah, just sometimes switched out of it, even when you had it in one mode. Let's stop it, and let's see if when I hard launch it, doesn't already go into Slingshock mode. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. Okay, yeah, I did it right this time. That's good. Some of them, yeah, some of the older molds on the stuff really just switched into Slingshock mode right away, and it was really annoying. All right, Slingshock mode, 3, 2, 1, let's rip. Purely as a Slingshock tip in Slingshock mode, I feel it's all right in this system. You know, it seems to travel in fine. With that being said, we're going to be doing 3 rounds, then we move on to Hypersphere, 3 rounds, and we'll see who gets the most points. You know, I've always wondered why they did these types of 2-packs, because it's obviously probably going to go towards the one in the specific stadium. Sometimes, not all the time. Always wondered if they were going to do like a hybrid stadium with like Slingshock and HS. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, let's rip! Rip! Ooh, good hit from Wolborg. Probably Hypersphere should win. I say probably, just because that's how it looks. What do we get? Who wins it? Spryzen? Of course the Spryzen wins. Alright, whatever. We have got one more to go, but this one, I'm going to be putting it in its normal mode, not Slingshot. I hard launch Dusk Spryzen. Oh, and a tremendous blow by Dusk Spryzen, severely weakening the stamina. And it's almost there. What do we get? What do we get? All right, test launch, 3, 2, 1, let's rip. It looks okay in an HS Stadium, you know, not really the biggest fan, but I don't really care that much. Anyways, let's do the one that I actually like. Ah, look at that one. I have champion right there. Okay, well, time to get ready for a battle. Now you see, that was my technique to actually use the stadium. I was actually going to use a secret attack on it, but I just wanted to show that to the viewers. definitely didn't get stuck on the launcher. Yeah, I mean, at least in the HS Stadium, it's kind of fun. God, that Dusk Spryzen is still bugging me, man. And there's gonna be comments where it's like, hey man, it's just you, I like this bay. I don't know. I don't know why. It's just so weird, man. You know what they could have done? You know, now I got it. You know what they could have done? Is instead of... Okay, yeah, Spryzen. Instead of having it where it was purple-red, they could have had maybe like black and gray, maybe? I don't know. Alright. I've made fun of the bay long enough. It is proven it is not one to be messed with, so I will now take back all the insults I had for this bay. All kidding aside, that was fun. I'll do one more before I move on to the final stadium, which will be Hasbro versus TT, obviously. So let's just get on that. Alright, full strength! No, it's jumping! Run! You have the advantage in stamina. Well, to a certain extent. Don't fail. Make sure. There you go. Alright, who's gonna outspin? Come on. Is it gonna be Dusk Spryzen? I really hope it's not Dusk Spryzen. Yeah. Alright, so to end off, we're gonna be doing Hasbro versus TT, but of course trying to match the stock combos. And at the end, the QRs. So let's get the Hasbro one. TT. So this will be interesting between the two of them. Who gets it? I suspect Hasbro, just because of the bearing spring. But maybe it's TT. Maybe TT pulls it off. I thought it'd be fun, because I'm definitely not going to do a separate video for this. So, why not? Okay, that was the first round. I don't think the Hasbro one would burst the TT one. I don't think it would. So I'm gonna just go with probably the first one was TT.
Roll.
No, the first one was TT, not this one.
1-1.
1-1, yeah. It is the battle between the bearing bays. So we're going first to 3. After that, we decide. It's honestly kind of fun. Now I'm doing this because I don't want to launch the TT one first. All right, 2-1. Maybe it's Hasbro. I don't know. It depends. It's 2-1, so if Hasbro gets a burst, I'll be happy. But if it's 2-2, I'm like, eh. Oh, oh, something's gonna happen. Are they just gonna tie? Oh my god, this is the pivoting part in the video. This is where it's at. This is the final battle. Who wins? Silver or gold? Oh wow, it really is like that. Come on, give me a burst. I want to see a burst in this. That is like my one thing that I wanted. The number one thing. I'm not gonna get it, alright. Who gets it? TT? Ooh, there you go. All right, stock combo battles. So scan the QR codes and have fun. Final thoughts on this 2-pack. I think if it's worth getting, this will solely depend if you are a collector for the old gen stuff and you really want it. If you don't really care that much about like the old gen layers, remake layers, then yeah, it probably doesn't make sense to get it. The parts aren't that desirable. But that's where we're going to be ending off the video. Definitely let me know your thoughts. I'm curious to see when Hasbro is going to do the other, you know, your CLF and all that stuff. Eventually, they have to get around to it. They're like super late on a lot of these remake layers, so I'm hoping they can play catch up and do a good job. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.